YouTube. Listen, I'm going to hold my phone as we talk because I'm going to get out. I am by the water. I just said I wanted to take a break and come by the water and show you all how beautiful it is where my hometown is with the water surrounded by the ocean. So I'm gonna go out. We're gonna go out. You're gonna hear the wind blowing, which the wind is gonna blow rapidly. The wind is up really bad. So I gotta make sure my little this way they do a lot of fishing. I gotta make sure my cap is on my head. I wanna walk y'all over to the it's a lighthouse over here. I don't think I'm gonna walk it. The water is pretty high up, and me, myself, and I do not play with water. But it is so beautiful out here. Give me 1 second. If I could turn y'all to it, let me see if I can get you over. Let me see a little bit of it. Give me a second. I'm gonna show y'all how beautiful it is. The wind is really up. It's really up. It's beautiful though. I give y'all time to get on here. I know it's in the afternoon. I know it's Friday. I know everybody out and about. They're doing a little thing, you know. But I'm gonna come out a little bit and chat with you all. Once y'all get it in here. Yeah. Hold on. Come on in. It's kind of like little light, so the light gonna be really bad. So I'm gonna have to put my sunglasses on. Um, we're gonna go out and sit by the ocean, and I just talk to you by the ocean. I let y'all see how beautiful it is out here. When you come in, hit the like button. I'm gonna turn my car off. And then I'm gonna get out and we're gonna see the beautiful ocean. I'm gonna try to walk on this little the sun is bright. Let me get my sunglasses because I think I'm gonna need them. Hi everyone. Hello. How is you doing? Hi everyone. Come in. When you come in, hit the like button. I'm gonna show y'all the beautiful water, but I got to get my sunglasses on. I'm gonna walk, in the lighthouse. I'm gonna show y'all the lighthouse. So I'm gonna show y'all how to look out here. Hit the like button. Hit that like button up there for me, my babies. Hello. You doing good? The wind is really blowing out here. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and I answer all questions if you got any. Okay, so I'm going to take this walk. We're gonna walk on the ocean. You see the lighthouse over there? I'm gonna do a walk. Hello. We're gonna walk down. I'm by the water. Hello everyone. Hello. Taking some time off. Just it say no crabbing, fishing or swimming from the pier. So if you want to reach the lighthouse, I have to go over there. So we're gonna have to go on the other side. But we're gonna just walk. Show y'all how beautiful it is. See, we can come out here and just relax by the water. It's very deep, you all. This is the pier to it. Something I normally don't do. Man, I tell you what I'm doing. I'm just showing y'all how it is. You can come and walk and, see the water. It's pure ocean. A lot of people come down here, I guess, to relax and meditate, and it's nothing but water. I'm going to show y'all. Hold on, give me a time to get down here. It's very windy today, but yes, this is. I'm doing great, sunshine. How's it going? This is how much water it is. This is beautiful. The wind is it feels so good. So good. This is, I'm surrounded on both sides of the ocean. The lighthouse is over here, but I'm not gonna go way out there, but I'm just going enough. How was y'all doing today? And enjoying, look at the water right here. This is the complete ocean. Hi. And this is where all the boats and stuff. I told you, my hometown is full of water. We're surrounded by water. That's the lighthouse over there, but I would have to go on the other side. I have to get on that pier. And can you have a shout out? Yeah, shout out Donna. Shout out to Donna. But I'm gonna talk on. I'm gonna go sit on a bench a little bit. The wind feel amazing out here. Yeah, shout out to Donna. Hi. And I'm walking back up the rail. You know, it's water underneath. We have the wind is amazing, you all. Like, the wind feels so good. Like, you all, if y'all could just feel the wind by the water. But I'm just walking down. And as you can see, it's nothing but ocean. You're welcome, sunshine, anytime. Y'all to just vibe with me today, how beautiful it is out here. Love yourself. I always tell everybody to love on themselves. Take care of yourself, you know. Do something you like, that you like. You know, on YouTube, I don't get the women like I would if I was on TikTok. And, you know, on TikTok, I got a lot of people that I can do one-on-ones with. I'm going to sit on the bench, you all. So I'm going to have it pointing towards the water so y'all can see how beautiful it is. As I have, I'm right here now. I'm behind the camera, so if I can flip it around. Here I is. Here I go. Here I go. But I'm going to turn it around because I want y'all to see the screen. But in the beautiful ocean, and you could just sit here, and there go the bridge. I cross all the time, 1,000 times a day. But there's people down here, they fishing and having a good time. But you know, I talk to a lot of women, and I mean a lot of women, and it's a lot of women that look so together on an outward appearance, but in inward appearance, they're so broken, they're so wounded. You know, they seem like they got it all together on the outside. And you know, when you're not connected with God, or you're not trying to even have a personal relationship with God, those wounds from childhood can really do a number on you, you know. And I talk to a lot of women that is really, you know, I hear a lot of men talk about how they women like a lot at one time. And that's too many women that's being hurt at one time, like 15, 20, 30. Like Solomon, I can use him. He is a prime example. Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines. It's a lot of women to one man, regardless of what that man can provide. I don't care how much money he can provide. I don't care if he puts you in the biggest house on the hill. I don't care if that house is bigger than any house in the city. If that man is abusive to you, you do not stay in that type of relationship just because you're trying to have nice materialistic things, or you're trying to show the world. Thank you, sunshine. I appreciate you, Donna. You are too, my baby. You are too. Shout out to you. You are pretty, absolutely, as well. And you know, we got to get better. You know, we got to embrace our beauty within and without, but we got to embrace it within. Thank you. It's so beautiful out here. It feels so good. I've been trying to get down here for a week now. I've been trying to get here and do a video, and I try to just get here and do my live. You're welcome, baby cakes. Shout out to you. Hi, SM54. I didn't see all of y'all in here. I'm sorry I wasn't looking. UFC heavy champion. Hello. How you say? Kadola. I think I'm saying it right. Pilots, SU channel. I guess I'm saying y'all names right. Hello, hello. Thank you. Too. You are too, everybody. Each one of us is beautifully and wonderfully made. You see, they going on the water. I'm telling y'all, I have a fright when it come to water. Now, if I was in a ship, I would be on that water. But walking that, I don't think so. I look, it took all I got, so I did go a little bit. But I wanted to walk all the way down to that pier. But I'm nervous. It makes not when it comes to natural fears. I do have fears for a lot of water, and I have fears for high heights. So I'm not good with like the sky. Then I did take my I did get on a plane that I was scared to do for many years, and I did actually accomplish that goal. So I check. I did actually accomplish walking over this thing today. Check. So I've been kind of like and loving on dogs because I had a fear for dogs for a very long time. So I've been down, when I go make deliveries, they very kind to me, and they embraces me how to approach the dogs. And if it's big giant dogs, it's like you got to go way smaller and make them feel safe. So I was like, bet. So like I've been doing a lot of things that I didn't experience or was afraid to experience, like in the physical realm, naturally. Like a lot of water scares me to death. But I love it. It's just so soothing, and it's calm. Like you got anytime I have any, like if I get depressed about my daughter, I'll go down to the other side. It's another spot that you can just sit down and they fish a lot. And I think we can roll down there. This is the first one, but it's a one that we can sit in and watch all they doing fishing down here. So they down here fishing. It's a guy on TikTok. He teaches you how to fish, and he tells you how to, hi SM54. He tells you how to wrap it around your wrap the thing around the pole. He got a great teaching lesson, and he was like, if I ever needed lessons or whatever, he would teach me how to do it. So I'm just trying to do things that you know I didn't know how to do, like boats, get on the water. See, it's a big area. It's a rest area. There go the bathroom if you need to go to the bathroom over there. Here go where they do a lot of fishing at. You can park and ride. The wind feels so good right now. There go the wishing well, you all. This wishing well, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna show you something. When I was young, and we didn't have money like that. We grew up very poor, very, very poor. And we knew that people was going to throw money in this wishing well. And this is crazy because and looking at it is a reminder of my childhood in a good way as well. But we would jump in this wishing well, and they would pluck, quarters, nickels, pennies. They would just do things of that nature. Um, what kind of robots? I don't know, but they will pluck um quarters, dimes, nickels, and it's dry, so it's not going anymore, you all. But I'm gonna let you see it. But it used to be water coming out the top, and what kind of what you mean? 'Cause I gotta look that word up. Hold on, give me 1 minute. Sorry, water. It's water, lots of water, because I don't know how to swim. Look, and it's like going into the mountains, and if I'm high up in the mountain, like if I'm too high up in the air without any type of security, those are the only anxieties I ever had. But just walking just now was kind of soothing. But I got to baby step myself in there. But That's the only thing. Other than that, and that's just physical things. But when it come to spiritual things, I have none. But physical things, a lot of water, and in the mountains, on high top of the mountains. Hi sis, how you doing? I am down here, sis, at a place where we in my hometown where you can sit on the water, we can fish. And right now I'm showing you all my wishing well. And this, I mean, showing y'all the wishing well, and I'm explaining this wishing well. It's not going, the water ain't coming up today. I guess they didn't turn it on. But this wishing well, how big it is, right? This is the wishing well. And as I used to tell y'all, early childhood became my very war. And me and my friend, I never forget her name, Thelma, we would come down here, and my little buddy named Bobby, and we would come down here, and they would pluck, back in the day, quarters, dimes, nickels. You see how big this wishing well is, right? It's humongous. And we would get in and pull our pants up and get in, and we would get all the quarters at a time. There it is. Here go. If y'all can read it, that it can be made the supreme sacrifice in the war. That's what it's really about. If y'all can see it, it's a lot of history here. I'm downtown. I'm gonna ride past the courthouse where y'all can see Harriet Tubman. She's from here as well. And when I get a chance, we can do the Underground Railroad where she ran a lot of people through it. And there's a lot of my hometown is very historic. A lot of things went down here, slave ships and brought here to get to New York City, because I'm like 3 to 4 hours away from New York City. So it's a lot of history here, honoring the people here. And this is wishing well where we used to get in. And you see how deep it is? We used to have so much money, and we would get that money and go down the street. If you can see down here, down that street, it's brick roads. We would go and get hot dogs. I make sure my brother had hot dogs and chips. So we really did some things to survive. It brings back memories, not bad memories, but now that I'm older, we did a lot of surviving here. I never seen this one before, but you see that, I guess this is for Tom shall not dim the glory of their deeds. I guess their general, some of the stuff is faded out, but you can see a little plaque for, and I was talking about this badge right here, that 7. Just feeling this very, so it went with the summer, but this life, you got another life that will be a forever life. But while you're on this life, don't ever take it for granted. People just come into your life and just do you the way they feel like they can do you. Pretending to be something that they're not. A lot of words, man, just going through this world like they hold weight. Words don't hold weight, action do. So, I just wanted to just show y'all this, and that's the bridge. They're fish. And it's a big ocean system. I mean, we are on the ocean. Hold on, give me 1 minute. He walking his dog. Boats over there where you can station to stay. The lighthouse right there. I ain't walking over there. I got to pick up my hold on, give me a minute. Woo! The wind is crucial. Give me a minute. You can feel it's very hard. Okay, back to me. Listen, the wind is very hard. It's very hard. I thought it blew my eyelashes off 1 second there because I will have to go run and get my eyelash back. You heard me. I had to put the phone on the ground, and when it got me an eyelash, got my eyelash, I wouldn't have had. But yes, it's beautiful out here, and the wind is awesome. Like, I just wanted to say that today about, people don't take time to learn themselves. We feel like that, jumping in a relationship, and stop jumping in relationships where people don't want you. And this is for grown women, not young women, because young women, you shouldn't be in a relationship right now because you definitely don't know yourself. And we had to learn this the hard way. But don't jump into relationships. I talk to a lot of my TikTok females over there, and it's so sad how so many women, they are not spiritually strong. They allow men to instill fear in them, or threaten them, or blackmail them, or make them feel less than, to keep them in that relationship, or manipulate them. I talk to a lot of people now on TikTok. It is wild, and a lot of women is out here on these pharmaceuticals or in therapy trying to figure out how to get out, and still not strong enough to get out of the relationship. It's because it's not physical, it's spiritual. It's about what you did in your childhood, what roles you played in your childhood. And this is what I ask women all the time when I talk to them. And I'm now coming out my shell of talking to women, because I would not. My mother had hurt me so bad. I thought that all women were cruel. I didn't even want relationships with women. And women used to always try to get close to me, but I will always keep them at arm's length, because I felt like what my mom did affected my friendship with women. So I'm coming out of a shell now to gravitate to females, because I didn't know that females was hurting, excuse me, you all, hurting this bad. Like, I didn't know that females were so, like, I know that, the word of God said weaker vessels, but I didn't know that they were so weak in, abuse. You got a lot of men say, well, you are very strong women because y'all stay in abuse for a very long time. They are not strong. Hi, real Prodigy X. I think I said that right. I ain't got my glasses on. I think I said it, Prodigy X. Hi, and you're not strong. Women are not strong when they stay in abuse for a very long time. You're actually weakening yourself. Your virtue is going out to that person that's holding on to demonic spirits. I did. Thank you. One time for the birthday. Hey, one time for my birthday. Hey, hey, hey. I got on long nails, you all. I'm trying to learn how to wear long nails. I've been rocking them for a week now. So when I press them on, so I'm trying to learn how to be more, dainty. No, it's not my birthday. It's somebody's birthday out there. Happy birthday to somebody out there. It's somebody out there birthday feeling lonely, And it's real. A lot of people, and I thank God, I do, you all. I thank God that I don't let, I know, right? I thank God that I don't allow those type of things to affect me. Like, when I hear a lot of, yes, Jesus saved, baby. Yes, he do. You better talk about him. You better say it. Jesus do save, sweetheart. And it's amazing how, as a woman, that he didn't allow me to allow a man that came in my life to make me feel like I need roses, or I need small stuff, or I need big stuff. I need you. That's what us women need to do when a man come into our life. We need their inner them. We don't need gifts. We don't need them to put us in a nice home, because half the time when they put you in a nice home, they'll leave you stuck with the bills. They'll leave you stuck with the car note. They'll leave you stuck with everything, because then they're going to go out and go drop and get herself 50 more women that you got to worry about. But I'm here to tell y'all women, I'm going to give y'all some tips on some things. I had to endure a lot of things dealing with relationships. I had 3 long-term relationships. Well, the second one was half a term. It wasn't, we didn't go far. I just couldn't deal with it. But my other 2, my kid's father and my last relationship, was the 2 longest relationships I've been in. But I'm going to give y'all a tip on the other woman. And this is for my women and young women that's coming up to be women. I'm going to give you tips on the other woman or the other women. As they call it, shiny objects. We're not objects. I know they use these terms, in therapy, or they go to therapy and they call, they have to name, but you don't look at yourself as an object. We are not objects. We are souls. We are living spiritual beings that have emotions, that deserve the best. Always understand that. But the other woman, or the 2 other women, or the 3 other women, I don't know how many women that one man can hold. But let me tell you, yes, human beings, absolutely. But let me tell you something. But in the word, we're spiritual beings. We just having a physical experience. This flesh is nothing to compare to our souls. But if y'all would understand why these other women are in place, they're in place because that individual, that man or that woman, but I'm speaking to women at this present time, that man that go out to get that other woman or them other women, or they will never stop, that is Satan driving them to destroy them. And in the process, Satan trying to destroy you as he's destroying them. It's no, they're getting the best luxury, or they're getting the best of that person. That person don't even know their best. So when a person don't know their best, it's no one on this earth going to get the best out of anybody. And when women trying to show their best, is because they're wounded. And traditionally, a lot of women were taught to cook for a man, to do their part, to keep the house clean, to keep the children clean, to keep the children up, to love on the children, to nurture the children, to nurture that abusive husband or boyfriend or whatever, to nurture those abusive children that's very rebellious. So you're taking on, women were taught to take on more than what they're supposed to take on. If you get a husband that got other kids outside of your house, then you got to take on that abuse and that baby mama and them children, that family, this family. Women takes on too much. I'm here to tell you, too much. When you go into a relationship from this point on, or if you're in a relationship, start taking your energy back. Don't worry about who get upset, who big mad, who mad that you won't allow them to come in and abuse you anymore. Forget that. This is 2025. Either that man gonna come in and give you respect, or that man gonna leave out disrespectfully. You ain't putting it up. You ain't putting up with it anymore. Women are too attached to too many burdens that you should not be attached to. And that's because traditions, lineage, our patrons and our matrions in the bloodline taught us to do these dark knowledge, dark traditional things, so we can stay down like they're down. No, you should not be in any relationship taking on 5 or 6 or 7 different abusive connections, because that's all it is. You the one holding up your family you living with, their family. That's too many heavy burdens, 3 different heavy connections, and then you're drained. Nobody really loving on you. Nobody really showing up for you. Nobody really supporting you. You ain't got no biggest pushers. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. You ain't got no friends. You ain't got nobody gonna show up when you fall down. You ain't got nobody gonna be there for you, being your biggest fan when you need the people the most. They'll leave. I'm telling you, I witnessed this. I had to go through this through my spiritual journey, through my spiritual training. I'm telling you, I had to go through this. I had to do as the Almighty had me to do. Show up for people, be there for people years at a time. And then as soon as I start falling, or as soon as I start standing up, speaking out, I spoke out from the gate. But when I start putting actions to my words, that's when it start getting really dark and really, intense, because now what I'm speaking, I used to just say it but wouldn't put action behind it. But when I start putting action behind it, that's when I start seeing the real true hearts of these individuals. And it was family, children. I don't do friends. I'm just now learning how to connect and engage with women. I didn't have friends. Workmanships, I always spoke, but I didn't do the actions. Now it's actions. If I get in any type of connection, I am going to observe that individual before I put all my eggs into that basket. You have to study these individuals, and especially when you're healed. Now, when you're unhealed, you'll let anybody come in. See, people say standards is you got all these materialistic things, so I got a standard. Don't sit on my furniture any kind of way. Don't come in my house with your shoes on. Do that. Those are not real standards. Those are not real boundaries. Real standards and real boundaries are when you do not allow somebody to come in your life and breadcrumb you, as they call it. Give you bare minimum, as they call it. Paying you minimum wage, as they call it. While they getting top dollar, top promotions. You giving your all. You getting the least insurance policy, and they getting the top-notch insurance policy. You receiving very little, and they receiving a whole lot. No, you're feeding egos. Thank you, Donna. You're feeding egos. You're not feeding that healed human. You're feeding a demonic force that is still attached to that human. That's why when y'all hear people talk about therapy, oh, I go to therapy, I learned a lot from therapy. Thank you, sunshine. I learned a lot from therapy. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Because if therapy can change a man or a woman, these people would not still be the same. Thank you, baby cakes. I appreciate you, Donna. I thank you for all the beautiful love. No, they won't. And a lot of people gravitate to it because they don't want to put in the suffering. They don't want to go and heal the proper way. So they fall for that okie doke. But when you follow Christ, Christ is your therapy. Christ is therapeutic. Christ will heal. Christ will comfort you through the suffering. But a lot of people don't want to suffer. They don't want to suffer. They'd rather go and sit on a chair and cry out and do it again next week and do it again next week, do it again for a whole year. But then you still hear them say, I still got to get over this. I still got to get over that. What's the point? What is the point? I went through no therapy. And I have no type of sorrow, no type of mood swings, no type of bad days, no type of MPD, whatever. That's another, to me, that's your another personal demon. Thank you. Another personal demon. That's all that is. It ain't got nothing to do with mood. They're labeling demons. These are that the physical realm is labeling. Demons are demons. Evil is evil. And if anybody wants to get deliverance and get full deliverance, they will come out of their sins and walk with Christ. But if they don't talk about Christ and they just just a little bit talk about the Almighty. Thank you. I appreciate you making me small. But talk about God just a little bit. They don't think that the wrath is going to come upon them. Y'all see a lot of these toxic, disobedient men and women. They are dying. And I'm not here to put no fear on you, but they are dying. Because the Almighty bring us chosen ones in their lives to get them to get it together. They reject God, God will reject them. And God would have people coming out here, y'all. I wish I could turn the camera around, but they love to walk. there's so many people coming out here. But God would, when God sent a chosen one into any individual life, and it's a personal one-on-one, they might look at us like we just normal. We're not. We have the Holy Spirit behind trying to give that person another chance. God is trying to give another chance. The last person I went into, I told the Almighty, I ain't doing it no more. I even told that individual, I'm out of this. I gave you back to God. And I had to give him back to God because he was rejecting. God bless you, sunshine. He was rejecting what God wanted from him. When God sent his children in, we don't come in because we come in by chance. We were sent in. If we come next to an individual and we get that connection, the Almighty gonna open that door where we can get in. When they reject us, they reject God. They reject Christ. And when they reject Christ and they reject God, guess what? God gonna reject them, and they're gonna start losing financially. They're gonna start losing promotions. They're gonna start losing resources. They're gonna start losing friends. They're gonna start losing families. They're gonna even start losing themselves because they reject God. God is too powerful to be playing with. When he called for you, answer. Don't reject the call. Don't hit decline. Don't be so puffed up and stiff-necked like guiding somebody, like God somebody that you gotta ignore or you can ignore, like they did people all the time. A lot of women been hurt and rejected and abandoned by these individuals. So now when we go in, we know what we're going in for on a mission, so they can't reject us and abandon us. We're not going to chase. I'm definitely not chasing no man. I never did that before, and I'm not going to start that. But when I go in, you got to understand, so many women been wounded by one particular man used by Satan, and then they get and they cocky still with it. These videos and talk about what they did to women, or I'm changed, I changed. Tell them, prove it. Every individual that say that they narcissistic or they did, very badly to a lot of women, ask them to show you it. Yes. Ask them to show that they changed, because they haven't. They still got hidden agendas. They still master manipulators. They still know how to make women believe. It's still women right to this day feel like they can change a man. You can't change that demonic man if he don't be changed. It's not your job to change him anyways. You can change the environment, but you can't change that man. You can't change him. I don't care how much you pray to get him right. If he not putting in the prayer and he not making the footsteps to get right, that is not your job to fix anyone. Your job is to fix yourself and get in good health and good standards with Christ on your own. Going into these synagogues, I don't do the church. I just don't do them, folks. They will set you up for failure. You'll be just in another abusive connection. We got to go back to the roots of our connections, and it stems from our family first. Once you heal those wounds from a child or them childhood wounds, then you can heal any other wound. It'll be easy. It'll fall right in line. Once you can heal that one wound, that one big wound that you got cut from, and that's family. Once you can heal that wound, my eyes are so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Once you can heal that childhood wound or wounds, then other wounds can fall in place. But if you cover up your childhood wounds, you're going to always remain wounded by man, woman, siblings, children, work, synagogues. These people, we're all in this big world with all wounded people. It's not too many rare individuals. Chosen ones, we're very rare. We give off strong love. We come in authentic. We don't have no hidden agendas. We come in straight authentic, straight organic. But so many people cannot accept it because they're not healed. For my women, for God's daughters, heal. Get out. Stop being afraid. Stop scared to be alone. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be loved. It's okay for you to pour back in yourself. I get approached by men all the time. You do, I date, do. No, you know what? I observe them. I'm not going to just go into a man arm because I got so many options. I got to weigh out my options. I got to see if these men who they, I got to see if these men say they, I got to see if these men say, see who they are. I'm so tongue tied today. I got to see if these men are who they say they are. Hit me right now. Oh, wait a minute. Hit me again. My sound is off so I can hear right now. So if I can see this dude. I don't know what you're talking about. The sound is on over here. But yes, I love you all. I got to go though. I just wanted to come a little bit and say that little bit for a minute. I'm out and about, so I'm multitasking, and I just want y'all to see the ocean that I sit at. And I thank you, Donna, for your beautiful comments. You're such a beautiful soul. But you know, we do as women have to get better. A lot of women want the truth, but then they don't want to apply the truth. A lot of women pray to God to get them out of situations, and then when the Almighty bring us to y'all, y'all don't want it. You know, even with men, when I go to men and, you know, if I have a relationship with them, when God send me in their lives, they pray for a strong, real woman, but what, you have to go? No, please. I know I do have to go because I'm working, and I just wanted to come up here a little bit and make a live and, you know, say my little, you know, I talk a lot, so I'm getting there to keep my talking going. But I will be back up. I'm gonna try my best, but I know I have to do a TikTok. If you have a TikTok, come join me on TikTok, Spiritual Therapist. But you know, I'm running my when I tell you I've been putting in work talking, woo, I know. I appreciate you though. Just come back up. If I don't come back up tonight, I will definitely come back up tomorrow. But I love you all, and just be loving and kind and caring and pamper yourself. Yes, I am. I'm going. I've been up here 42 minutes. But I will be back up tomorrow around about 8 or 9 a.m. I will make that official if you come back up, if you're available. But right now, I was just multitasking. I had dropped off a delivery. So I said I was going to make a quick live by the water to see y'all, to show you all how beautiful and how I meditate when I'm trying to, you know, release, when I'm feeling down, which I don't have too many days, or when I'm missing my daughter, I sit by the water and just allow the breeze and the sound of the water just, you know, get into my mind. So, you know, I just wanted to show y'all that. So I love you all, and I just want y'all to enjoy your life. You only have one. You only have one life, and it's yours, and embrace it, and snatch yourself away from these connections that's draining you, that is no longer serving you. You should not be pouring into an individual that's not pouring into you. Just understand that. As they say, reciprocity. If that individual is not giving you equal give or take, you should not be giving them all the take. And I mean, all the giving, and all they're doing is take fair. And I don't care what people say. Well, they say that narcissist is not fair. No, let them unfair individual deal with unfair individuals and see how far they go. See, they need somebody that's super weak so they can use you energetically, materialistically, emotionally, spiritually. You get what I'm saying? So start loving yourself first. Put God in your life. Follow Christ. Read the word. Pray, fast. If you don't do it, then you will always have a toxic individual in your life abusing you. And it's nobody's fault but yours. Okay? But I love you all. Until next time, much love. Be great. Love yourself first. Period.